Yes, thank you, and apologies for not having learned Greek yet. Missing persons for IOM it is an issue. It's an important issue. We started in 2014 with some funding from the Swiss government and the UK government to work on a project that is missing migrants. It's mainly numbers, statistics, and I encourage you to visit our webpage because it's very well done. He collects data, and there is a possibility to log in and put data. So we don't own the data, we don't check the data, but people that know can add data to those statistics and gives you an idea of the dimension of this problem. We think we Europeans, we are very, European-centered, so we think that everything is happening on our borders. But actually the issue of missing persons, as it was said before, it started to be considered as an issue in the Americas, the people that were trying to reach the United States. And there were some systems that developed, and to which we, as IOM, also plugged in when we decided to set up this type of web page. Numbers. Numbers are important. It's not an issue of numbers, but numbers are important. Are important because they give us the idea of what is happening, what is the scale of the phenomenon. I will not give you, figures here. I will not tell you that in the last 4 years, more than 1,500 kids have died only in this part of the world. But, one kid, one person, the number one is enough for us to start thinking about doing something for this. The issue of missing person, I think, he has a humanitarian component. The point that was made before by the colleague from Bael is very important. Is closing the circle, is allowing people to move forward. If you don't know what happened to your child, to your relative, and you cannot move forward. It's difficult for you to go ahead. So there is a humanitarian component of this, but there is also an historical meaning of all this. Who cares on the people that died in the middle of the Mediterranean last year? Nobody cares. But it's part of our history. It's us, it's Europeans. So maybe I hope that in the years to come, my children, my grandchildren will think about that, will think about how Europe was built. This is us, it's not Greece, Italy, it's not Turkey. There are no borders in these issues. This is an issue of our history. Let me tell you what happened here in 1945, in front of the Sea of Sunium. There was a transportation of 4,500 prisoners from Italy that were driven by the Germans to the concentration camps. There was a problem, the boat sank. 4,500 Italians died. We neglected that as Italy for years and years, until when the Greek villagers from that time came to Italy and said, what is this? You forgot your history. And now, I think, 4 or 5 years ago, we start celebrating that here in Greece. This is our history, it's part of who we are. We should not forget. And it doesn't matter if who is dying is an Afghani or a Pakistani. It's us, it's Europe. that has to take care of this. On the other side is also operational. You know, is humanitarian, is history, but is also operational. We need to work together because everything is linked to missing persons. It's not just a family issue, the fact that somebody is unaccounted for. There are obvious connections, trafficking, smuggling, border management, the way we do search and rescue at the sea. There is much more than an individual that some family is trying to find behind the missing person. On this one, I think that from IOM side, we do have the interest, and I already discussed here the possibility of working together at the Brussels level, at the parliamentary level, to raise this issue. So IOM is already involved in this. There are many other actors. I personally know what the Red Cross was doing in much more difficult situations, in the tracing and all, trying to account for these people. So I think that this is a very good initiative. We are part of it, and we look forward to working together. Thank you.